Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daria, and so for the month of February, the theme that I have chosen to focus on is love. So today's practice is called Heart Forward, and we'll be doing a lot of long spine forward folds, leading with the heart, and not just in the physical movement, but also kind of leading from the heart space in a way that feels really loving in how we're moving and how we are interacting with our space. So all that you need is yourself and some place to move. And when you're ready, let's get into it. We'll start seated. So you can be here in Sukhasana or maybe up on your knees if that's more comfortable for you. Bring your palms either down to the thighs or facing up, and then allow your eyes to fall softly closed. Allow your shoulders to fall down your back, and allow your awareness to start moving internally. We're shifting away from anything external that's going on and becoming more aware of how you're doing, how you're feeling in the physical body, in your mind, and even checking in with your emotional states. And so as you begin this observation, try right away to approach it from a heart-forward place, leading with love, leading with compassion for yourself and for your experience. And recognize that whatever you're feeling right now in this moment isn't your identity. It's just something that's kind of passing through. It's temporary. And start to feel your breath. Feel with every inhale. It's like a new beginning. With every exhale, let there be an anchoring down into gravity as you soften your skin, soften away any tension that you can feel that you don't really need to be holding right now. And start to spread the breath more thoroughly through your torso so that the inhalation fills all the way to the surface of the collarbones. With your exhalation, focus on softening the space around your heart. Let's take 2 more rounds here, beginning to fade in Ujjayi Pranayama, inhaling and exhaling through your nose, creating a soothing quality to the sound of the breath. Softly blink your eyes open. Stretch your arms wide to the sides, breathing in, and then reach your fingertips up to the sky. As you breathe out, side body stretch. Right fingertips land beside you. Lengthen through your left side body and then arc up and over. Expand between your ribs with every breath. Breathe in, press through the sit bones, rise up to center, all 10 fingertips high. As you breathe out, left fingertips land beside you. Right side body grows long. Then contract through your left side body to open the right side. Eyes can move up to the sky. Deep breath in. And stay as you breathe out. Inhale, press down, rise up through center. Turn your eyes to your thumbs. And as you breathe out, draw your palms to prayer at heart center. You can close your eyes again and just take a little moment here to set yourself an intention for this practice, something that resonates for you with this heart forward theme. Breathe in and breathe out. Eyes can come open. Turn to face the top of the mat if you aren't already. We'll root the feet flat and then bring your hands onto your shins. Take an inhalation, arch your back, so lean your sit bones back. Begin to curve your heart forward and up toward the sky, and then your eyes can follow. Eyes and heart moving in the same path. Hug your shoulder blades together and just take a couple breaths here, expanding through the chest. opening the full front body. One more inhalation. And then on your exhalation, contract your core. Imagine your belly button is being pulled all the way to the space behind you. You can tuck your chin a little toward your chest and feel the breath moving between your vertebrae and between your shoulders. Again, inhale, arch your back, lift your heart, lift your eyes. Now moving with breath, let the exhalation hollow your core, almost like you're getting punched in the stomach, but in a loving way still. And then tuck your chin a little bit toward your chest. Good. Inhale, arch your back, heart to the sky. Exhale, round in, curl chin to chest. And just one more time, breathing in. And breathe out. Good. You can release the grip of your arms, just reach them forward, pick up your feet, cross at your ankles, roll over your shins, and come onto hands and knees. So here, really feel the lines that run from the back of your heart all the way down your arms and through the palms of your hands into the earth. Spread your fingers wide to broaden these lines of communication through your body. Then dig down into your finger pads. Let's just make some circles with the shoulder girdle over the wrists, going easily, gently in one direction first. And then reverse. As you're moving, feel like your palms are hugging a little bit toward one another. Now, reaffirm the connection between all your fingers and the mat. Tuck your toes, take a breath in, preparing. And as you breathe out, glide up and back into downward facing dog. And then here, still try to really feel those long lines of energy coming from the back of your heart, down through the arms, the forearms, into the hands, and into the earth. Really try to stretch your sit bones up and back to the sky. You can have a little bend in your knees, and then of course, any movement that wants to come through, do so. How can you breathe in a way that's sending more love to spaces in your body that need it? On your next inhalation, lift your heels, round forward with a hollow core, closing the ribs as you come forward to a plank. As you breathe out, lower your knees to the mat. Take an inhalation, arch your back, pull your hands back toward your knees, stick your tailbone to the sky and lift your eyes. As you breathe out, bend your elbows, sink your chest and your chin, pause here. See how much you can just melt your heart into the earth, relax your hip creases. Now press your toenails down, ripple through your spine, come forward into a cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, arc your heart forward, lift your pelvic floor. Inhale. As you exhale, come through hands and knees, tuck your toes, lean your hips back, but continue to reach your heart forward toward your thumbs. Active child's pose. Now, breathe in, round your spine, hollow in the core, coming back through hands and knees. And then breathing out, lift the knees, press back into downward facing dog. Root your left toes. As you breathe in, stretch your right leg high, three-legged down dog. As you breathe out, lift your left heel, get hollow in your core. Keep your hips a little higher than you might be used to as you transition forward so that you can softly step your right foot through to your thumb and then allow your back knee to land. Now, keep your fingertips rooted. Just pull back on them. Reach your heart forward and allow your hips to melt down and forward. Inhale here. As you exhale, pick up your back knee, step forward and fold forward. Feet can be parallel at the top of the mats. Take a breath in, halfway lift, really lengthen your spine, reach the crown of your head forward. As you breathe out, just fold down. On your inhalation, bend your knees deeply, sink your hips low and back, and then stretch your fingertips up to the sky, coming into chair pose. As you breathe out, roll your shoulders down your back and allow your hips to melt backward. Now, really feel your heart reaching forward, broaden the collarbones, create space there. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, bow down. Lean your chest forward over your thighs and stretch your fingertips to the back of the space. Keep shifting weight into your heels. On your inhale, root through your feet, ripple through your spine, press down, rise all the way up to standing, and at the top, maybe play with lifting your heels. So we're just hovering on the balls of the feet. See how much you can actively press into the earth and stretch to the sky. Breathe in here. As you exhale, we'll take a big dive down and forward, staying long through the spine, leading with the heart, and if you can, keep the heels lifted. So flatten the back, belly button hugs in and back. Good, and then finally, as your fingertips land toward the earth, you can sink your heels down. Deep breath in, halfway lift. As you breathe out, pick up your right foot and step it to the back of the mat. Land your right knee. Take an inhalation, draw back on your fingertips, reach your heart forward. As you exhale, place your palms down, pick up your back knee, and then just softly step into downward facing dog. You can glide your foot if it's available. As you breathe in, lift your heels, come forward into high plank, stack your shoulders directly over your wrists. Take the exhale to bring both knees down, let them touch at the very same time. Inhale, arch your back like a cow pose. Open up your core and your heart. Exhale, bend your elbows. Chest and chin come down. Pause here. This time, if you'd like, kick your heels in toward your sit bones. Squeeze your hamstrings. Deep breaths, soft, low belly. Press the toenail side of both feet down. Ripple through your spine, come forward into cobra. Take a big breath in here. It's like the breath is inflating your heart. Imagine your heart's a balloon. And as you exhale, press through hands and knees, curl your toes under, stick your butt back, but keep resisting forward with the heart. Exhale here. Inhale, round your spine. Come forward through your hands and your knees, a little bit different this time. Kick your heels in toward your sit bones, and then we're gonna roll to the right shin. So kickstand it behind you. Left shin can hover just on top. Now take an inhalation. Lift your left arm up to the sky. Open your left side body. So right side body contracts a little. Press your pelvis a little bit forward. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, pick up your left thigh. Hover it parallel to the earth. We're gonna send the left arm around and back and see if we can bring the left hand to connect to the top of the foot here, finding a connection with the outer edge of the foot. Then flex your toes into your hand and really draw the shoulder blades together. So right shoulder is rolling back. Find a little bit of a hugging together of your inner thighs. This helps to lift the pelvic floor, protecting the low back, and then just lean back. Let it be sweet into the heart. Breathing in. As you breathe out, just release. Bring the left knee down on top of the right one. Take a little rainbow arc here. So left arm forward over the ear. Really press the ground away from you. Breathe in. Breathing out, roll back onto your knees. And we'll come to downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, lift the hips high. As you inhale, stretch your left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, softly step forward, left foot through to the top of the mat. See how intentionally you can land the foot to your inner thumb. Drop your back knee. Breathing in, pull your heart forward, fingertips back. Breathing out, just take a simple step into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, inflate your spine. Exhale, fold down. Breathe into chair pose, bend the knees deeply, reach the arms high to the sky. Breathe out, allow your hips to sink back, allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Now carry the inhale right up into the chest, lifting it, keeping your core engaged. As you breathe out, heart forward, fingertips back, bowing down. Inhale, press through your feet. We'll rise all the way up to stand, and then at the top, maybe option 2, lift your heels, coming up high to the balls of the feet. One more time. Inhale, just grow longer and taller and taller. As you exhale, keep your spine long, reach your tailbone back, lead with the heart as you bow down into a forward fold. Heels will softly land to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pick up your left foot and step it to the back of the mat. Right knee bends deeply. Drop the back knee. Breathe in, just lean the heart forward. Breathe out, press down, lift your back knee, and step into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, round forward, high plank. Breathing out, bring the knees down. Inhale, arch your back, tailbone back, heart forward, eyes to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, chest and chin come down. This time, heels can kick in, and if you'd like, you can interlace your fingers at the base of the spine and create an even larger chest expansion here. Knuckles reach to the sky as the heart melts. Deep breaths. Hug your big toe mounds together. Release the grip of the hands, place them down. Press your toenails down, tuck your tailbone under, and ripple through into a cobra. Breathing in, arc the heart. Breathing out, tuck your toes, shift your hips back. Keep reaching the heart forward, active child's pose. Inhale, round your spine, coming forward through hands and knees. Kick your heels in toward your sit bones, and then roll so that the left shin kickstands back behind you. Right shin stacks on top. Inhale, right arm rises up to the sky. Draw in through your left side body. As you exhale, claw through your left fingertips and float your right inner thigh to hover parallel to the mat. Just take one more breath here, grow everything longer. And then on the exhale, kick your right heel in toward your sit bone, circle right hand around and back, connecting with the foot from the outer edge. Then begin to kick, stretching your right shin to the back of the space. Draw the shoulder blades together, and then imagine your heart is on a string that's being drawn forward. Keep it sweet. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, release, right knee down to stack on top of the left one. Then take this big rainbow arc up and over. Right arm, right hand forward to the top of the mat. Draw your shoulder down your back and breathe space between your ribs. One more inhalation. And as you exhale, just roll back onto hands and knees, tuck your toes, and press into downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in here through the nose. Breathe out, press the ground away from you, stretching from the heart through the palms into the earth. Root your left toes. On your next inhale, stretch your right leg high, three-legged down dog. As you breathe out, softly step forward, right foot all the way through to the top of the mat. Come onto your fingertips. Spin your back toes slightly out and then sink that heel. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise to standing in warrior one. Feel your big toes and feel the knife edge of your back foot digging into the earth. Tuck your tailbone a little bit underneath of you. Draw in through your ribs. Soften your shoulders. Take a breath in here. And now as you breathe out, circle the fingers down and around to interlace at the base of the spine. Heels of the hands, if it's possible for you, hug them together. Then inhale, inflate your heart forward as you lean a little bit back, knuckles go back. On your exhale, bow down into humble warrior. Right shoulder to inner right knee. Let's flow this with breath. Inhale, press through your feet, activate your core, rise to stand, and then lean back, shine the light of your heart up to the sky. Exhale, come down and forward into humble warrior. One more time. Inhale, rise to stand, lean the knuckles back, heart forward. And exhale, bow down, this time stay. We'll take 3 breaths in humble warrior. Wrap your outer right hip in and back. So in toward the midline of the body a little. Really actively press through both feet, all 10 toes. Now, on your next inhalation, you can release the grip of the fingers, lift your back heel. Just stretch your fingertips back behind you. Imagine the air is solid. Press down into your hands and your right foot, and then float the back leg, finding airplane pose. This is a great one to really feel that heart forward action, like you're leading with your heart. Take another breath in, lengthen even more. As you breathe out, re-bend into your right knee. Softly step your left toes back behind you, angling them out to 45-ish degrees. And then as you breathe in, we'll rise all the way up to standing. Stretch your right leg straight or straight-ish. On your exhalation, like a swan dive, we'll bow down into a pyramid fold. So sit bones, stretch them back behind you. Heart, lean it forward, come halfway down. Just pause here, holding. Draw the breath up through your legs, through your spine, all the way to the chest and through your eyes. And then with your exhale, you can land your fingertips down to the mat. Maybe have blocks under the fingertips to bring the earth a little closer to you if that feels good. And then allow your spine to continue breathing as we stay for a few rounds. So it's a more dynamic stretch, creating little baby ripples with every inhalation, and with every exhalation, gliding into more depth. Place your palms to frame your right foot, lift your back heel, breathe in, preparing. Breathe out, press straight down, hollow core, rounding the spine, step or glide back, downward facing dog. Next inhalation, lift your left leg high, three-legged down dog. And then as you breathe out, softly step forward to the top of your mat. Align your feet for warrior one. Breathe in, press down, and rise up to stand. Fingertips reach to the sky. Scoop the left sit bone forward and underneath of you. Now breathe in, grow the lines of your waist, soften your shoulders. Breathe out, fingertips circle down and around to the base of the spine. See if you can remember and interlace your fingers a different way than you did on the first side. Now, breathing in, imagine the heart like a balloon again, inflating, filling up with all of your breath. And then as you breathe out, just fold down, humble warrior. 2 more times. Inhale, dig down into your big toes, rise up to standing, puff your heart forward and lean back. Exhale, bow down. Breathe in, press through your feet, rise to stand. Breathe out, humble warrior. Just a couple of breaths here. Hug your left inner knee towards your outer part of the left shoulder. You can soften the back of the neck, relax your head. Breathe in. Lengthen halfway, release the grip of your fingertips, just send them straight back behind you. Float your back heel, and then on your exhalation, launch forward into airplane pose. Press straight down into left big toe and pinky toe evenly. Then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Imagine your heart is on a string and it's being pulled forward. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, bend back into the left knee. Softly step your right toes to the back of your space, angling them out to 45-ish degrees. And then on your inhalation, pull your feet together so much so that left leg comes straight-ish. On your exhalation, fold forward, leading with the heart. Come down halfway and just hover here for a couple of breaths. Imagine you're just like suspended or frozen in time. Inhale. And then on your exhale, you can bring the fingertips down to the mat, maybe to blocks. And just take a few breaths in pyramid. feeling the flow of every breath. Breathe in, lift your back heel, place your palms. Breathe out, press down and step into downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Deep exhale through the nose. One more breath like this. Inhale, filling up. Stay as you breathe out. Slowly lower both knees to the mat. Keep them about hips distance apart. You can untuck your toes and then walk your hands more forward, coming into Anahatasana, puppy pose. Maybe forehead lands or maybe chest and chin all the way to the ground. Now here, continue to pull your palms a little bit toward one another and keep clawing into your fingertips. As we stay for a few rounds of breath, continue the intention of this heart forward action. Heart forward, so kind of turning off the overly analytical aspect where we can get caught, I think, often in the space of logic and reason and rationalizing, but instead allowing our emotional space, heart space, love space to take the lead and going from intuition more than rational thought. So infuse your body with this feeling of heart forwardness, of loving attention and awareness. Start to press down, lift your heart, lift your chin, and just walk your hands back to your knees, and we'll find a seat. Swing your feet forward. Let's just take a few more seated cat-cows. Hands to the shins. Breathing in, arch your back. See if maybe you have more space to lean back a little more deeply and to really curve your heart forward. And as you breathe out, round in through your spine. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Let the inhale fill up your spine, fill up your chest, open the heart. And then this exhale, we can roll all the way down to lying on the back, going for 3. For 2, hollow through the core. For 1, and then let everything land. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and the knees wide. Place one hand to your low belly, one to your heart, and then allow your eyes to fall closed. And as quickly as possible, let everything melt. Get heavy through your bones. Allow your muscles to release. And take some deep breaths right to the space of your heart. And once you feel like you've softened as much as you can, see if there's just another degree of softening that you can access. Just letting go even more. You're welcome to stay here for Shavasana, or if you'd prefer, you can stretch the arms and the legs wide, take up as much space as you like. And then here, try to drop fully any thoughts of the past or the future, and allow yourself to be fully absorbed in the present moment, in this time that you can take for yourself to rest and to process the effects of your movement practice. You can stay here even longer if you'd like. When you're ready to come back to life, just deepen your breath, filling all the way to the tops of the lungs, filling up the chest. And with your exhale, let something go. You can start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe roll out your head, close your knees if you were in bound angle. And then inhale and stretch out really long, arms back, toes forward, grow, 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 grow. And let the exhale roll you to a side for fetal pose. Melt here, head down, arms down, just drop. When you're ready, make your way up to a seat. We'll come to Sukhasana. As you arrive here, feel length crawling from the roots of where you sit all the way through your spine, up through the crown of your head. Soften your shoulders, close your eyes again if they came open, and just pause here. See what you can feel. Now draw your palms to meet at heart center and just begin to rub your hands together as though you're building some heat between them. Press the palms into one another and then just go a little bit faster and a little faster, building more heat. And then bring both palms to hover over the space of your heart. Feel the light of your heart shining into your hands and feel the heat from your hands radiating back into your heart. Take a moment here to consider how you can move through the rest of your day from a heart-forward space, leading with love rather than maybe your brain or the thoughts. Maybe this is really natural for you. Maybe it's something you do every day, or maybe it's a little bit less natural. So what can you do to move forward from the heart? Bring the palms back together at heart center. Let's take one last breath. In through the nose, fill up. And exhale, let it go. Lift your heart to your thumbs. Bow your chin to your chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you're feeling good. And please let me know if you have thoughts or comments. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below. You can also join as a monthly donation member. Both of these options really help to support me so that I can continue to create free content. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll see you soon in the next class. Bye.